Reggie Miller and Ray Allen, I don't even know if it was a real quote. It felt like it was a real quote. But that's great. You know, like, you see young guys taking these next steps that they taking, JKs, you know, and BPs, like, you got to allow that growth, and you got to be okay with that growth, you know. And I think Klay, you know, he's growing into that. You know, that's an interesting position to be in, you know. And so to see him settling in, I think is big for this team. You know, we need Klay. We need a very good Klay, you know, which will allow us to make a run. So it was great to see him get settled in tonight and, you know, take advantage of the lineups that was out there with him and got some easy shots, you know, and then once he see a couple go in, you know, the rest is history.
You know Klay for a while. What's it been like for you watching him sort of go through his bumps and lumps this year and sort of embrace what you mentioned, his future?
I mean, you know, it's a brother. It's my brother, you know, so you never want to see anyone struggle. You never want to see anyone get crushed by the media, crushed by the public. That's a tough thing to deal with, you know, and so, but yet he's resilient, always have been. So, you know, I don't worry about Klay. Because he's tough, you know, he's tough as nails, you know, so just got to support him, you know, that's where, you know, our job is to make sure we're supporting him at all times and that he know, regardless of what's going on outside of this locker room, the guys in this locker room have your back. And I think that's very important for us and important for him.
Another game you guys went on the glass. I think you're in the top 3 in the NBA in rebounding rate since you've been starting at center. What are the keys against bigger teams to control the glass like you guys have been?
Oh, I think it starts with your defense. You know, if you're not letting guys penetrate in gaps, you know, and get to the hole, then it keeps your shell intact, which allows you better rebounding position. And I think we've been doing a lot better job defensively, just keeping the ball in front of us. And, you know, when we keep the ball in front of us, that allows you to rebound. And so, and then it's also a total team effort. You know, you see all those guards coming back in and fighting for rebounds. I think a lot early on we were leaking out. Our guards was leaking out. If I was at the top of the floor, I was leaking out, you know, and not coming back and securing the ball. We understand that we have a ton of speed, especially in the lineups that we're starting now. We have a ton of speed, and if we focus and secure the ball, we can still get out and run. You know, we can still beat teams down the floor, but it starts with securing the ball. And so it's been a point of emphasis for us, and, you know, I think we're doing a pretty good job with it.
For so much of the early season, it was a struggle to find just a single 5-man lineup that could go out on the court and hold their own, really. And Kenny was just in here saying now it's 1 through 17 being able to contribute. What has just led to everything kind of smoothing out these past couple weeks? You guys?
Honestly, I think me getting suspended helped in a weird way because, number one, since I got JK's taken off, you know, and that has kind of set the stage for this team. Bona fide number 2 option on our team. And so now you got different things. You're able to figure out different things that we can go to. Our offense don't look the exact same like it used to look. We got different things that we're going to. You're able to find different combinations that worked. And then, you know, it's just been kind of plug and play since then, you know, figuring the pieces out. So not that I wanted to get suspended or that was good or anything like that, but I do think it kind of helped us find different things that we can go to and explore. And now you add me back into the fray, you add GP back from his injury, CP will be coming back, and now you got those pieces coming back that, you know you can rely on. But, you know, it's not just us, it's everybody who's stepping. Lester, Gee, you know, it's everybody who's going out there is playing good basketball, so I think that's good for us.
How weird was today with no Steve, no DeMarco, no Adams, and then obviously you knowing where they were?
Kenny mentioned it, but we didn't talk about it. And I thought that was great. You know, we've lived these emotions with Decky and what happened. And, you know, we knew coming back in here it would be awkward and it'll be tough. Outside of Kenny earlier this morning in film kind of giving us an update on Coach and Rick, CD, I think Mike went, Mike, Zaza. outside of him giving us an update on how they were doing, what they were doing, we didn't say anything about it. And I thought that was wonderful because the moment you started talking about it, you start feeling all of those emotions again. And although those emotions don't go away, they're still there. I thought it was good to kind of leave them in the back of mind as opposed to, like, we can't not live with that. Like, that's our guy. Like, and, you know, you deal with that pain every single day. But you learn how to move forward, you know, and in learning how to move forward, you place it somewhere in your mind where you can kind of compartmentalize in a sense. And I thought we did a great job of leaving it there, not riling ourselves up with, you know, more emotions than the ones that we already have to deal with on a daily basis.
Thank you.